And I'm back. Have you come up with a name for me yet? Let me get closer to you so you can see me. There's a lots that want to be me. I don't want to be me, but yet I accept who I am. Do you accept me? That's up to you. Let's talk about something. You ever hear the word Bigfoot, skunk monster, swamp monster? Ever hear of out of the body, hovering over people, seeing things? Ever hear of ghost, paranormal, telekinesis, teleportation? Have you ever heard of little green men and flying machines? Aliens from other planets, other world. Ever wonder how these people can be so sure about what they've seen? The same way that I have. Except that others appear to everyone in many, many different ways. Yes, they could be Bigfoot. They could be the swamp monster. But no matter how they appear, people can only receive them according to what they're able to accept as a reality. If they can't accept it as a reality, then they cannot be seen or shown what others are. As a child, I had no reserves about talking to others, nor did I have any reserve about visiting them. Only later did I get scared, wondering if something was wrong with my mind. But no, nothing's wrong with my mind, for I see them as they see me. And that's how I came to know James, as I call it. I would call it a him, but I'm not really sure. Because when I see the others, they're not male or female. Sometimes they're both, but most of the time they are just are. I see them as they let me see them, and then they show themselves to me as they feel I can accept. And that's what James did. Showed me others. Now I tell you, everything happens in a blink of an eye. But there's a lot that can happen within that fraction of a second. After all, that fraction of a second is how we measure our days and our nights and our lifetime here in this world where our bodies are no more than a cocoon waiting for us to burst forth into the next realm, into the next element. As James so elaborately put, people on this earth are meant to transform and do something greater than themselves. If they don't make it, then they repeat over and over and over. And after a while of not making it, then they are no longer allowed to come back. You've heard of reincarnation? After all, the monks back in the Far East believe in this, that this person is transformed into something else. A bird, a tree, an animal, a fish. That's what they believe in. Why do they believe that? Because others have shown them these things. In the time of yin and yang, people believe good battles evil constantly. And in that constant battle, it is always those things within us that cause this turmoil. It is not the others. But James has explained to me in words that I can understand that the others are not angels, nor are they demons, nor are they gods. They are just are. Every once in a while, they'll intervene into our lives to help guide us along. The biggest downfall on men is that they would destroy all that they are. And the moment they did that, then all that there is would have to stop and start over again. Are you ready to stop and start over again? Those that have moved on won't have to start and start over. But those that here would. It's such a tragic thing. All we are supposed to do is to grow. Like the caterpillar that munches on the leaves. We're getting fatter, and to the time of rest, drawing a cocoon around us so that we can burst forth, either as a moth or a butterfly, or could we be something else? According to James, which has showed me many things that's going to be happening soon. And these things that's going to be happening, you can't deny them, nor can you escape them. Men have destroyed the earth more than once. Oh, how sad that this has happened. And men will destroy the earth again. But when they do, we may not be called men. Do you believe that man at one time looked more like a snake? Do you believe that man at one time looked more like a bird? Look around you. You see that shimmer of light that flickers before your eyes? What is that? and that is the others. All you have to do is accept. But you don't accept because there has to be a reason and a why for everything. Like those of the past. Give you a stick so that you can measure things, so that you can figure things out. If you can't figure it out, it must not be real. You ever wonder why it is like that with you? As James says, it's not the questions you know to ask. It's the questions you don't know to ask. What questions are those? Those are the questions that has not even entered into man's mind. You look around with wonder and awe, and you say, well, how did this get to be? How did that get to be? Can't you just let it be? Don't worry about that you really cannot control, as James has told me. Just accept, and you can see us. It's those in the past that have. But if you saw one of the others, how would you explain others to someone else? Through fairy tales? Possible. Through poems? Possible. Through plays and writings, TV shows, movies? Possible. Edgar Allan Poe once told some wonderful, wonderful stories. Where did he get those ideas for those stories? You ever wonder? James is of the others. What James is doesn't matter. Just know that I talk to James all the time. James talks to me. I travel when I'm over there with him from one place to another, from one time to another, for time is irrelevant where James is at. I have seen the future. I have seen the past. I know the hearts of men. I've seen the hearts of those that was before us that have passed away, where we restarted this whole civilization over again. And you think it started in one place. Others have to create you. Do you think that others would just create one in one place? No. That's the lie that science has given you. We didn't start in one place, but many places throughout the world. Just because you can't find them or you don't know how to answer the questions doesn't mean it's not so. As James has shown me, many times over the world has come and gone. Oh, how sad that we can't see the truth. Because if we could, we would want to stop.